Hislop's eye has not only seen one or two more characters added to the family, it's also been the victim of the biggest libel damages award ever made against anybody.
The Sonia Sutcliffe libel case was very odd because the actual libel was committed in 1981 when I was a student. I'm not sure I even read Private Eye then. After 6 years, she decided to activate this case, which was 1987, and my verdict on the case at the time was, she'll never go to court. Just shows how amazingly skilled I am at libel. And the jury awarded £600,000, which was then a record, and we had to have an appeal, and thank God we won the appeal, where that amount was reduced. But the day of the appeal, the Eye was looking at 1.3 million, and that would have been the end of the mag.
The Eye's crime had been to accuse Sonia Sutcliffe, wife of the Yorkshire Ripper, of accepting money from a journalist. And what do you know, it later transpired that she had after all. When this news came out, Private Eye asked permission to try and get its money back. Not without a certain glee, the judicial establishment firmly said no.
Judges don't like Private Eye at all. I never thought they did. They all like to say how important it is that we should have freedom of the press. But when something appears that embodies the idea of freedom of the press in rather a vivid way, they don't like it.
There may yet come a day when a really big libel case cleans Private Eye out, but I doubt it. They'd probably just buy the title from themselves for 5p and leave Peter Cook with debts of several £1 million to get their own back for naming the Cray brothers all those years ago. The proprietor himself is clearly in no doubt that the magazine is in good hands.
Ian is wonderful on the jokes, and he has enough patience to deal with the real stuff, you know. We've had some very good stories since he took over. So I'm delighted after 30 years. I still think it's a very funny and very good magazine.
Even some of its adversaries have a good word to say for it. Some of them.
Once I said to Richard Ingrams, "Listen, Richard, you only had to pick up the phone, check with me, and I could have put you right in seconds." "Oh, I couldn't do that, Derek," he said. "You would have only denied it." For all that, I love the Eye dearly. It's irreverent, outrageous, and most important of all, it's funny. It gives you a laugh. Good luck to it, I say.
It won't save you, Derek. The Eye's sense of humour is indeed its chief strength. It's often been accused of being schoolboyish. Some of the Eye's jokes are actually quite sophisticated, especially their parodies. If there's anything schoolboyish about the magazine, it's the huge sense of mischief that serves as its prime motivation. The sort of mischief that delights in catching the headmaster having a quick cuddle behind the bike sheds with the matron. It's the sort of mischief that sees jokes about Booker, Fantoni, Foote or Wells put into the magazine when they're absent, that even sees Hislop and Ingrams creep into the production office when the other's not looking to insert unflattering photos of each other into joke news items about dodgy vicars. Nobody's safe from Private Eye, not even its own staff. The workers' press has condemned it as fascist. The Monday Club has revealed that it's really a front for the International Socialist Party. But its only policies are cynicism and the need to laugh at everyone and everything. As long as they can keep up a small club of high-quality joke writers, and as long as they can maintain high-level contacts in the government and in Fleet Street, in short, as long as there's continuity, Private Eye should continue to be indispensable reading for 750,000 people every fortnight. One thing's for sure, if Neil Kinnock is the next person to get his hands on number 10, he'd better watch out.
Utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly.
Totally and utterly. Totally and utterly. Totally, utterly and utterly, totally and occasionally, irrevocably and incredibly.
Wales, land of mountain and stream, valley and chapel, wind and bag. Wales, home of waffle, whiffle and piffle. Come home to Wales. Come home, Neil. You're all washed up.
Totally, utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly and utterly, totally, totally, utterly.
Dirty Years of Satire was written and presented by Harry Thompson.